Hey guys, Huzz here bringing you another video. Now welcome to another Huzzy Q&A. So again, do these generally once a month. I actually think my last one was actually the end of May, so it's just been over a month. And again, I do these because when I wasn't a YouTuber and I had questions of somebody that I watched, it's very hard to get a response. I try to be as open as I can and I try to answer people, but again, when you're streaming or on social media, you may miss stuff. So once a month, I try to offer this video as like the best chance you've got to get something asked and answered. So the three locations today that we've got questions from is Twitter, the YouTube community tab, and again, if you don't know about that, feel free to check it out. You just go on my channel and then in the little bar thing that says community, and also Instagram. I will say on the screen right now, if things have gone well, there'll probably just be a game of TFT in the background because that's fairly chill. And, you know, kind of just nice and chill for a Q&A video, at least. So, the first one is, will I do a ranked series of TFT in the future? And if so, will it take up the second video of the day as opposed to the Smurf series? No idea. Will there be a ranked TFT series? Yes, there will be. I will be playing ranked in TFT. I will be aiming for high rating in that game mode. But I don't know where it's going to go. Like, some of the TFT videos have performed equally as well as the League videos recently, which has been crazy. And, you know, is that because it's just brand new? Or is that actually there an actual interest long-term for it? I don't know. So that will be something that kind of comes in time of me kind of working out what I want to do. Again, for the 5 odd years that I've done YouTube, everything has always been League, you know, pretty much. We've done very occasional little things here and there that isn't League, but people subscribe for League. So I don't want people to feel like they're getting copped out of content if I do a TFT series. I'd only do it if I know the demand is high. And as always, you know, I do 2 videos a day. Not many channels in my kind of world does 2 videos a day. 1 video a day will always be League of Legends. Always. Whether that's the main account, whether the Smurf series comes back, whether we just do a leveling, funny video for a bit of a chill time. There'll always be League content on the channel. Pretty much for, you know, for the rest that I do YouTube. If nothing crazy changes, League will always be the main thing. Next one is, will we get Rush to Diamond? If so, when? So yeah, I did mention that I might want to do a Rush to Diamond series. Basically, because I know there's going to be a question in this Q&A going, is Iron to Diamond coming back? The answer is maybe, but I don't know if I'm half tempted just to do the Rush to Diamond series instead. Now, some people like, Huzz, you got the Smurf, I think, to Platinum 2 or Platinum 3. Why don't you just quickly get to that to Diamond? The problem with doing a casual climb that we were doing, not a try-hard climb, the MMR is kind of in that general rating and our LP gains aren't crazy. So it's actually annoying to climb through that rating. You know, the worst rating to be right now in League, I would actually say, is Platinum 1 or Diamond 4. It's an utter mess. If you guys watch my games in Diamond 1 and Master and think it's a mess, it's even worse down there. That got affected more with the MMR muck-up in the early season, the transfer situation. That's the bracket that is horrible, and Riot haven't fixed it. So either we do go back on the Iron to Diamond series and, you know, not struggle, but maybe be a bit of an annoyed climb and obviously try hard to get there, or do we just start a new fresh series and just do Rush to Diamond where we pick a champion pool, stick with it, and go as quick as we can? I don't know. Again, that's something that I'm going to have to collect over the next couple weeks. Right now, I'm kind of in a chill mode of just continuing the main account. We have climbed a bit in Master. So yeah, I'm kind of in a chill place. So that will come in the next couple weeks. You know, it's the weird thing that it's hard to maybe put it in words of like I'm going to say real world here. Not to say that my job isn't a real job. It has many instances of it, but obviously I don't get promoted like you can in a real job. But the weird thing is it feels like I've got promoted. You know, getting Master is in a weird way promoting my YouTube channel. I've got a promotion in rank, so now I can advertise myself as a Master YouTuber, not a Diamond YouTuber. So I'm kind of just in a chill zen place. Again, I've never got promoted in a real world job before, but I imagine when you get promoted, yeah, you'll want to work hard and do well, which we're doing, but you might just be like, I did it. You know, you're not thinking to another promotion. You're not thinking to the next thing yet because you just got promoted. So I don't know. That's kind of where I am right now. It's a good place to be, by the way. Next one. How did I find out about League of Legends? Wow, that's a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Remember, I played League in Season 1. I played it with a friend of mine. I believe it was Eben that I played with, and we were World of Warcraft guildmates all the way maybe at the end of TBC, and then Wrath of the Lich King, etc. And he might have been the one that was like, you know, let's play this game. And I was like, okay, cool. Another mate of mine, a schoolmate, was playing it at the time, and he spoke to me about it. So it was kind of like two people going, let's play this. And we played. And we played maybe for a month in Season 1 at the beginning. Trust me, early Season 1. We didn't realize that losing games was a bad thing at the time. So we left games when it was raid time in World of Warcraft. And then after doing that for about a week or something, our accounts got suspended for 2 weeks. And we're like, oh, leaving games in League is bad. Because in World of Warcraft, you could just leave a dungeon and they'd replace you or whatever. So we mucked up there. And it's my only LOL punishment I've ever had, because I literally just didn't know that it was a bad thing in League. But what idiots we were. Basically, you know, people say, is that original account, Huzzy, the MyNet account now, is that account? The answer is no. We read the date wrong of the ban because it was in American format, not British format. So we thought we had like a 20-year or like a 10-month ban or something like that, because the month and day were flipped. And we're like, oh. So when like 4 months later, we're like, let's play League again. We made new accounts, and that is now my account Huzzy. So yeah, but that's how I found out. It was just friends. I personally didn't discover the game. It was friends telling me about it. So yeah. And Eben, by the way, you know, still talk to him occasionally. He was my first ever YouTube subscriber too. So, cool beans. Favorite comp in TFT? Oh god, I have been somebody that I played some last night. I played 3 games last night with some of my uni friends. A lot of them haven't played before. We played 3 games. I won 2. No, did we play 4 games? I won 2 of them back to back, which was good. And I think I used Wild Dragon in 1, which is just naturally very strong, and what was the other one I did? I don't remember. But my favourite comp to run is probably I like Assassin Guardian. It's not very good, but I find it fun. But yeah, I don't know. Again, there's like 4 comps really that are effective, if you will. The rest of them aren't crazy good, which is something that does need to get fixed. And Brian knows the balance of the game is a bit meh right now. You know, we've got the hint that the next champion being put in TFT is Twisted Fate. He'll be in pretty soon, and it's rumored, you know, pretty obvious, he's going to be a pirate sorcerer. So that's cool, because I do think they've needed another pirate to make the actual pirate strategy work, that you get all the gold income from the chests. Having only 4, I think, pirates in the game, with what, Pike, Graves, Gangplank, Misfortune, and there might be one more that are lower tier. It's actually hard sometimes to get the 3 to get you the bonus. So having Twisted Fate, if he's a 3-cost unit or something, I think that would help quite a bit. Going to be interesting to see what ability they take. I predict it's going to be his Q, that 3 cards like go all over the board. They could do his W though, but I presume it's going to be his Q. Next one is favorite champion progression. So again, these questions are a mixture of like League of Legends and TFT. There might be a couple personal ones throughout the video, but mainly we're going on gameplay here. Favorite champion progression from their release to now. Which champion do I think has the best changes overall? Ooh, again, I have to think of everything on the top of my head. I haven't prepared answers, obviously. So what I'm going to say now could be, I could think something different later. Gangplank, though, because Gangplank sucked. If you don't know the old Gangplank, he was interesting. He actually had creep denial in his original design. He actually could, I think he could parlay his own units, so it was like Dota, you could deny. But yeah, Gangplank was bad. You either went Bankplank, so back in the day you bought Philosopher's Stone and Heart of Gold. A lot of you won't have any idea what those items are. They were gold generating items, so you got, I think it was 1 or 3 or something like that, gold per 10. And you bought all the gold income items you could on Gangplank, and with your gold production as well, you got really rich on the champion, but then you didn't really do much. And the other one was Tankplank. Like, he actually was a tank. You didn't build damage on Gangplank originally, because he just sucked. So going from Bankplank and Tankplank to then eventually him going to what he is now, I think that is a huge progression of the champion. You know, there's probably better champions, even better reworks, but from what they were to what they are now is very big for Gangplank. Because yeah, there are big ones, like Swain was kind of useless before he got reworked, Sion was pretty bad, but like Gangplank was really bad. So Yeah. Yeah, it's funny though. All right, cool. Good question. What do I think would be needed so that simple champs like Malphite or Garen become viable in higher rank? They won't, and that's okay. Again, we've spoken about it every, I've spoken about it a bit, that there are people that want those champions to be viable in high rating, and I'm like, why? Like, to me, there's a differentiation of skill and champions that are good in different ratings. You can still play Garen or Malphite in high ratings, sure, but you're not using all of your skill. For example, if you're a master player, the Garen kind of tops out skill-wise probably in like gold. There's only so much you can do with that champion's kit. Your decision-making can get better, and that'll be the difference between a gold Garen and a diamond Garen, sure, but the kit is simple. So the only mechanical thing that you can do with simple champions to bring them to high rating would be make their stats broken, buff their stats, but Riot don't want to do that. But again, they're low rating champs, and that is fine. It's the type of thing that, do you see Azir in Iron? The answer is no, or at least you shouldn't. And that's fine too. There's just a differentiation on the better the people get in the game, the more they can use the champion's kit. So why would you play Garen when you can play something better? Or that you can just use the skill more. And that's fine. I really don't see why people have issues with that. And again, that's where someone right now sitting in their chair in Platinum is, sweating as a Garen main. You can climb as a Garen or a Malphite player. You see them occasionally, very occasionally, in high rating, in Diamond or whatever. But you'll have a harder time, as long as, well, if you, with the skill that you have, could use a different champion effectively, then you're making it harder playing something like Garen. But if you're not a great player, and you are a basic mechanical player, then Garen might be the best thing for you. It's kind of determining what's good for you. But yeah. Next one is, do I ever get tired of doing YouTube at all? You upload every day. I'm assuming you have days which you just want to do nothing. How do you get through that? Definitely. So I've said it before. I don't have the hardest job. I never claim to have the hardest job, but it's a time-consuming job, and I'm a one-man band in everything that I do. The 2 videos a day. Obviously, I'm recording both of them. I'm editing them. Not much editing, obviously, but there is sound balance and stuff like that I have got to do in the background. Obviously, render the videos, get them prepared for YouTube, do the artwork, upload them, do the tags, I'm literally, everything you see in my production is me, and then even everything in the background is me. I used to do my own sponsorships, that I used to find the sponsor stuff. I've now got an agent that does that for me. They take a bit of a cut for it, but that's fine. It's less work that I've got to do, because I literally, maybe about 6 months ago, kind of had like a blow out and was like, I don't have enough time. It's surprising, I know, but I just don't. And I was having 7-day work weeks that I was not having any days off. And I will say, I still don't have days off. Right now, today is my day off. What am I doing? Recording this video. So I don't have a day off. I work 7 days a week. But again, it's not the hardest work. I know some people are, oh, he's complaining about video games. And again, I'm not complaining. I kind of, I do it. I love doing it. That's why I still do it. I have the option right now. I could stop doing this and go do something else I've spoken about in the past, but I'm still here. I'm still doing it because I enjoy it. But yeah, do I get tired of it? It's not tired of YouTube per se. It's sometimes tired of League. I love League. It's my favorite video game of all time. But I'm sure all of you have a favorite video game that you're just occasionally, I'm not in the mood to play that today. I get that with League, sure, and I've still got to play, and especially that, oh, I'm a bit tired today, I'm feeling a bit ill, especially with my health issues. I've got to play a master rank. Oh, Jesus, I've got to do a commentary, a master rank, that one, I've got to be playing really good, so I don't feed, and I'm doing a commentary, that my lane opponent's not doing a commentary, they're not focusing. I've got to do the master gameplay and commentate. Sometimes it gets burning outy is the way that I'd say it, but I am dealing with it a lot better. The health issues, that being gone, honestly helped me a lot, because when you start the day throwing up, the rest of your day is like, oh god. Well, now that doesn't happen nearly as much. It still happens occasionally. The medication is obviously kicking in. It's going to take months to fix the problem, but it's better. So yeah, hopefully that answers that. What do I enjoy more, TFT or League? League, but TFT is a nice opposite to League. It's my zen mode that what I've been doing on stream recently is I play a game of solo queue that it's obviously kind of crazy. You know, master gameplay. We've had grandmasters in our games recently. It's very intense. You know, every game is like a battle. And then I play a TFT game after, and then I'll do another solo queue game, TFT game, solo queue game, TFT game, and the TFT game just makes me kind of go which is what you need. It's nice. So yeah, I enjoy League more, but TFT is very nice. What are the best ways to transition a lead in lane into a good mid-late game and make sure you don't let the enemy team who would be behind make a comeback? Objectives. Objectives how you do that. If you build a lead in your lane phase and you let the enemy team get 3 dragons, well, you're giving them the late game. Take the objectives while you have the lead, and then the objectives should carry you into the late game. And obviously your comp matters. If you've got an early game comp and you don't end early, then you're probably not going to win, or at least it'd be hard if you get outscaled. But objectives make it a lot easier. Next one is, what is my dream car? So I will say I am a car person. I know some people aren't, but if you are somebody that wants to talk about cars or motorbikes and stuff like that, I've recently added a cars and bikes channel to my Discord server. You can join the Discord server, just type HuzzyGames in the join bar, and yeah, you can share what car you've got, you can share what car you'd love to get, what are you getting in a year, you can go crazy. Like, I love talking about cars. You know, I was in the gym today with my personal trainer talking about cars. You know, my new car will be here estimated mid-September. And again, if you want to know about that car, just go on the second channel. When it arrives, I'll do a video and stuff like that. But my dream car, again, I'll give you maybe 3 answers to this, because I don't think there is a car that I would like, this is it. There's a dream car that would be my daily driver. There would be a dream car that would be like the supercar, and there would be a dream car that's like my show car, if you know what I mean. My show car would be a 1969 Ford Mustang in the grey. You guys know what it looks like if you know cars. But yeah, that or the 68 or 69, I like both of them. The everyday car, honestly, the one I'm getting is pretty dream-esque for a daily runner. People actually think it's better than the CLS, the CLA that I'm getting. So yeah, I don't know, but would that be my dream? We're talking dream, you know, dream car is like there's no budget, and sorry, I got hiccups for some reason. No budget attached. I guess we'd go for whatever was it a Porsche for daily driver would be the Porsche. Is it Panamera, the coupe 4-door car? Basically the Porsche version of what I'm getting. But yeah, beef that up fully. I think that would be a really nice daily driver, obviously being a dream car. And then supercar, why have I got hiccups? Aston Martin DB11 probably. Yeah, probably that. But yeah, those are them. Next one is not really a question, but Huzzy, you should attempt a goal in Master before your family trip. So again, for those that don't know, in Master, you bank 10 days, a maximum 10 days, and after the 10 days is up, you decay 100 LP a day. This is why maintaining Master or Challenger or Grandmaster is crazy, because you've got to play every day basically to maintain. And if you're wondering how do you bank those games, 1 game equals 1 day. So if you are, you know, when you first get into Master, you've got 10 days before you decay. If you don't play for a week, obviously you're then on 3 days, but on the day that you've got 3 days left, if you play 7 games on that 1 day, you'll be back up to 10. 10 days is the maximum. So if you go on a 2-week vacation, for example, let's say I'm at 50 LP in Master, I go on a 2-week vacation, that means I am not Master when I come home, unless I play a game while I'm on holiday. And obviously that would be what I would do. I actually thought about this recently, is I've got a powerful gaming laptop. If I did go on a 2-week vacation, after 5, 6, 7 days, I would play a game or 2, and yes, there'd be lag because I'd be in America or something, but I would do that. And, you know, probably would be maybe a loss. Obviously, I wouldn't want it to be, but it would stop a 100 LP decay. 15 LP loss is better than a 100 LP loss. So that's what I would have to do. But again, that's why when you're in Master, Grandmaster, Challenger, you do feel like you're tied to the game, at the waist, because it's literally saying you've got to keep playing. Normally you've got 30 days before you decay in Diamond. Yeah, 10 days when you're in Master or above. Crazy, I know. But yeah, will I have a goal? Well, it will say it does look like things have changed family-wise for a trip. We probably aren't going now this year. My sister has done very well with her recovery, but she doesn't feel she's quite ready to go on a big holiday like that. So we're skipping this year, but we're going to go next year. So by then, who knows? Maybe I'll be 900 LP Grandmaster or Challenger, and it won't matter that we decay 100 LP. I'll come home and I'll still be Master or something. But yeah. Right, we'll do a couple more. I'm in the YouTube tab at the moment, but we'll swap over to a different platform in a second, because we've done 20 minutes on this platform already. Holy moly. What are my goals prior to playing LoL, and what do you hope to achieve after? That is a very broad question. One of my goals prior to playing LoL, I didn't have any goals when I started playing League. It was literally just a video game. First and foremost, League of Legends, even though it's my job technically, it's a video game. The moment that you don't have fun with a video game is, to me, the moment you press pause, stop playing. I've got PS4 games up here. I've maybe completed half of them, but I haven't completed the other half because I wasn't finding them fun. I don't see the point in playing a video game when you're not having fun. So the goal is to have fun. And while now I'm playing League, again, Master was the goal. I've now been Master for nearly a week. And, I've climbed a bit since we got Master, which you guys will see. The goal of Grandmaster is slowly developing in my head. The only issue is Grandmaster is 300 LP in Master right now. Just to put that in perspective, in actual 300 LP gap, that's the difference of being a 0 LP Diamond 3 player and a 100 LP Diamond 1 player. That's 300 LP, right? That's a big gap. And then you're putting that gap in Master, and when you're intermingling with Grandmaster and Master players, 300 LP is crazy. Just for those that are like, when you see people in Challenger 1000 LP, it's insane. So we'll see. The goal is slowly developing, though. I can feel it coming. All right, so let's answer a couple more from a different platform. Since it was very popular, would you give us your opinion about the Night Blue Nubrek? He puts fight in quotation marks. If you don't know, no, I do know, so he explains it a bit. Nubrek's trolling 100%. Again, I've seen some people try to defend the dude. It's okay to defend people, that's fine, but the dude's trolling 100%, because I think the biggest defense of people going, but he's Master, he got to Master. He didn't get a Master with that strategy. The actual strategy, he's got I think at the time had a 48% win rate. It's got a negative win rate in 400 games. If you actually saw how he climbed, he had like a Moo and something else with 54% win rates. He climbed to those things. He made it to a rating like Master or whatever with streamers. He's a streamer apparently. And then he started doing this dumb strategy. And yeah, like the dude got banned, rightfully so. Because I've always said it, the line of when you should get banned, whether it comes to toxicity or trolling or gameplay, is when you as an individual, one person, is making the experience for 4 people, your teammates, worse. That's the basic way that you can understand why something should get banned or not. If you're going out of your way with a strategy, whatever, that is actively making the experience for your team worse. Because I see some people that defend like, oh, what about people innovating? What happens when Sona and Taric was being innovative? Yeah, a lot of the time those people were duo and they were confined their experience of lane phase especially to bot lane. It wasn't affecting the mid laner, wasn't affecting the top laner, and a lot of the time they won. So it's a different type of... It's just terrible. Again, he's got a negative win rate on it. And again, for those that are like, but Night Blue, I dislike Night Blue as much as most people in the League community. He got banned as well, like he should have. So to me, it was like the correct outcome. Both of them ended up getting banned. But again, I saw the Nubrek dude got unbanned and is still doing it or attempting to do it. Again, my answer to that, by the way, he's on North America, so it doesn't affect me. I would just permaban Teemo. Like, screw you. Like, I would literally just go, boom, he is no longer in my games. You are no longer doing that strategy. And then if the dude ends up trolling because you're banning it, then that just gives ammunition to Riot going, okay, yeah, you're banned. Boom. So I don't know why no one's doing that. And I know some people are like, oh, but then you're wasting a ban slot, etc. Yeah, I guess. But again, when the dude has a negative win rate on the strategy, you're probably going to lose the game anyway when you've got him on your team. So, yeah. It's a tricky situation, I grant you. But to me, it ended correctly with both of them getting banned. Ow. Click my fingers. What would you change to improve the current TFT? Just balance. Balance is a little bit all over the place. Like we mentioned earlier, I think there's only like roughly 4 strategies that are viable, really. You know, there's a Twitch Rivals tournament that, you know, no one from the UK apparently got invited to. I will actually say in that it was nice to see 1 or 2 of the league community members was like, you know, has anybody from the UK been invited? And then there was like someone saying, did Huzzy not even get an invite? Which was like, nope. So that sucks. You know, we're kind of the forgotten region because like Europe is their own thing, America's their own thing, and for some reason us in the UK are our own thing as well, even though we're part of EU West. And yeah, we're kind of forgotten about a lot, but I would have loved to compete in that because I think I'm okay at TFT. I would have obviously, if I'm in that tournament, I would have been researching and practicing a lot more. But I kind of saw that I'm pretty much the biggest content creator that Riot have in the UK when it comes to these type of events. So when they're doing these events, they obviously look at numbers. When it comes to UK streamers, me and Bizzleberry are kind of roughly the same. He gets a couple more, he gets a bit more live viewers than I do. But then if you look at my YouTube channel, it's much bigger. So it's like me and him are like close-ish. But if you add my YouTube channel and my Twitch channel, I'm the biggest in that domain. And no invite. You know, and again, what about Fi and Fox? They're on Facebook, and Riot doesn't work with Facebook people for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm the prime choice, which is cool, but still no invite. So it's like, oh, really? Because again, Skin Spotlights, who obviously is a massive channel, he obviously is huge. Technically, I guess the biggest YouTuber in the UK, but he's not technically a personality YouTuber. So again, in these tournaments, they probably want personality YouTubers involved, I would guess, or streamers. And I think he streams on YouTube, not Twitch. So yeah, but apparently, like we've heard in the grapevine, that there might be one person from the UK that's been invited, but nobody knows who it is, and it's not me unless I've missed an email. It's not me. So yeah, but yeah, just balance. Balance is a bit poop. Let's do a couple more about random things while we end this video. So will I try to hit Masters next season, or does it not concern me as much now? Yeah, no, Masters is now where I want to be on my main account. We hit it, and I've always said, you know, if I drop out of it, it's kind of like, but I do want to be a Master player. I've achieved it. I want to keep it. And Master, you know, next year, the Climb to Master series, that it's a legitimate Climb to Master. It's not like we've never done it before then. We've done it once. We can do it again. So, yeah. Next one is genuinely, how do I feel about the future? Pretty damn good, if I'm honest. Yeah, like my future's looking pretty good, which I'm very happy about. You know, whatever you think about YouTubers and streamers as a job, I do know personally myself, I worked very hard. And I don't need anybody to say otherwise. I know I've worked hard to get where I am right now for my age. You know, I'm literally turning 25 this Friday. I'm very comfortable, you know, in a few avenues in life. There are things that I need to get better, you know, with the future, my health, you know, but I'm pretty happy. I've got options. I can go become a pilot. I might be buying a house, you know, eventually. So, you know, I'm really happy with my future, if I'm honest. You know, I'm not in a place that I, you know, that's not to say I've got a few things that I'm a bit sad about. You know, I'm in a bedroom 80% of the time. You know, I don't experience a lot going on in the world. That is something that I do need to change in the future, but I'm working hard now so I can then, you know, experience it in the future. So, yeah. It's the only negative I'd say right now. But future looks pretty good. Next thing, and we'll just do a couple more. We'll say there's one. Will the series be turning, like next season, turn to climb to Grandmaster? I don't know. Again, it depends. It depends how well we do this season. You know, if we get to 200 LP Master this season, I'm like, oh, we've got close to Grandmaster. Then maybe next season's main account series would be called Climb to Grandmaster instead. But we'll see what we get this season. If I was offered a job at Riot, what position would you want? Yeah, and obviously, would I take a job at Riot? The answer would be maybe. It would definitely be a pay cut, but again, I've never been that concerned to be crazy money. As long as I can pay my bills, have a relatively nice lifestyle, that's fine. And if I'm making a change to the video game that I love, then yeah, I'd probably take a job with Riot. If I could pick anything, see, I've got like obviously a game design background with my university degree. Obviously, there'll be some people, oh, go game balance, maybe. But honestly, like the job that I think I would enjoy the most would probably be community. And like community isn't like where you make the money in game design at all. But I think I just enjoy that the most. Putting on community events, interacting with the community. You know, if I don't know if part of community, it might be. You take feedback from the community and like how do they feel about the game right now, and then you can put that to the developers and go, hey, this is how the community's feeling. I think that would be really cool, and I think I'd like that a lot because I do think I'm quite good at talking to people in general. So yeah, that's what I'd love to do. But you know, my favorite Rioter actually just left the company. He's the guy that looked after a lot of us in the UK over the last few years. And yeah, he left. I don't know actually where he's gone. I don't think he's announced. But yeah, it was like, oh, really? He's gone? He was really good. He's the type of guy that went out of his way to get things done for us. Like, literally, I emailed him, you know, here and there with issues over the last few years. And I got responses from like 2 a.m. It's like, fixed, done it, there you go. It's like, why are you up at 2 a.m. working? It's like, he was really good. So, yeah. Best vacation. We'll end with this one. Best vacation destination, in my opinion. Depends what you're looking for. My favorite European holiday that we go on quite often is Rome. I've been all over Italy. Italy is my favorite country in Europe. So if you're Italian, I've been everywhere. Tuscany, Venice, Rome, literally pretty much everywhere. And yeah, Italy's my favorite place, or the lakes. It's my favorite place to go. So if you're looking for a chill, good food, nice people, good weather, if you go the right times, you know, history, Italy is amazing. But as for like if you want a fun holiday, again, Florida, I guess, you know, Disney. I'm a Disney nut. People know that. So yeah, Disney for me holds something special. I was very fortunate when we were growing up. We went once or twice a year to Florida, which is very rare when you're from the UK. So Disney holds in Florida, it holds a very, you know, special place for me. And that's where we're hoping to go again when my sister's okay. Because we haven't been in closing to 10 years now. Like, it's been a long time. Things just kind of got crazy with our lives. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this Q&A. I will say if you've got any more questions, what you can do is throw a like on the video, comment down below. And that is actually for a little surprise, because these Q&As normally don't get many views, which I'm fine with, by the way. But let's do, for thanking you guys for sticking till the end of the video and watching the Q&A, let's give away some of the Shaco codes. I've still got some of the Shaco codes to give away, the League Partner Shaco codes. So all you've got to do to enter that is like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and I guess just ask a question in the comments. Ask anything you want, League, YouTube, cars, personal, whatever it may be. If you answer one, you're entered. And I'll answer them as well in the comments when I have spare time. So yeah, that's how you do that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.